Hello again. I am back. uh, I just got back from a run, ate a bit, drank some water, so my throat might sound a little hoarse and might sound a little tired, because I am. I had a good run today. Uh, I mean, it was cold, a little misty, but went all right. Wasn't as sore either. Went a bit further. Had a few extra sprints in me. So yeah, last run went pretty well with the daily. It's still St. Patrick's Day for another like just so many hours. We got the Forgotten. There we go. Our seed is 72F296DR. Okay. Yeah, wasn't many people out running. Maybe a couple, but I mean I don't blame them because of the weather. But I can't really skip it like regardless of what the weather is. I just have to adapt to it. I'm going to have my break still, of course, from exercise to kind of heal. But I don't want to fall into the habit where I want to like not do it anymore because the weather is icky. So there's that. On my way to actually, on my way to not on my way. While I was running today, I had a dog. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. MS2X3NDL. Anyways, I was saying I had a dog try to like nip at me or something while someone was walking it. I don't think it was going to hurt me. I think it was just being playful. But I think because like it saw me running, they probably looked like as though I was a threat or something. I'm not sure. Actually, that might be a library. It is indeed. Let's take this for now because I don't want an orbital yet for this floor. Yeah, I've just tried to think what else to say. I'm just kind of tired. Bones. So this should be advantageous because we can get our tier delay down. Crunchy. How far can we get it down? Well, we'll see here. I think that's as low as it can go. Okay. So we'll, let's see. I can't remember the buttons. Alright, yeah, spacebar, duh. Okay, that. And then, because we got that damage boost and that tier boost, this should be a quick fight here. Okay. Little Steven. Not that terrific. I think we'll keep Book of Belial for damage purposes. But yeah, the dog, yeah, just trying to nip me and stuff, and he failed. Yeah, dogs are interesting too. They bark, they bite, they drool. Not as loud as a cat or, well, They're louder than cats, what am I saying? Unless you got a crazy cat. Alright, down to the next floor. Just trying to think of topics. I mean, we could probably talk about dogs, but I guess. uh, when I was little, we had a I don't know what type of dog it was. We got him from a junkyard, and he was a nice dog. And then I think we had another dog too, but I don't remember him. I've heard about it. It was alright as well. I guess we can just fight in here. And then tap that. And then years later, we were, I mean, I guess we talk about pets, I guess, in general, because dogs would be kind of a harder topic to kind of talk about. So, like, after we had dogs, we had, let's see, I'm trying to remember. It was either wild cats, which were pretty tame for the most part, or we had this other pet, which were hermit crabs. And it's like, how do you take care of a hermit crab? It's like, well, simple. You keep a sponge that it drinks out of or whatever hydrated. Keep them hydrated. Just spray them with a spray bottle. You spray water. And I think you feed it somehow. I don't know. It's been a while. We had a couple of them. Not sure what happened to them. I assume they died. I mean, at this point, I don't think they lived this long by now. It's been like 20 years. But we had those. And then we had those wild cats, which came out of nowhere. So, like, it was just this mother cat, really. And it was pregnant. And it gave birth to, like, a few kittens. And they were just as tame, too. Except for one. One was, like, a real sourpuss. It, wanted to claw and bite and stuff like that. Something was wrong with it. Eventually, years later, we had the pound to pick it up and do away with it. Not sure if they put it to sleep or they got it tamed. I don't know. Part of me thinks they got it put to sleep. But there was that, and then we had another animal after that, which was more of an indoor pet than those cats. Ooh, it's been a while since I've seen that. I wonder. Well, that's an interesting synergy. But this one I prefer. Yeah, it's we had those cats, and then we had like this dog, which it didn't belong to us. It we were like taking care of it for these folks that were out of town, and they didn't have anyone else to watch it, so we watched it for a few weeks. It was a nice dog too. One of those lap warmers too. And then after that, we got a dog of our own. Super smart dog. It's a poodle and a Bichon mix. And he's turning 16 or 17 this year, which is like crazy. I mean, he's still holding on. He's got some health problems, of course, but he's sticking around. You know, it's an old dog, like arthritis and stuff is pretty there. Then my sister got another poodle Bichon mix thing too, but it's a female dog, and she's smart too. Poodles are really smart, and they're sneaky too. Like, so like our first one, when it was a puppy, it used to like chew on a bunch of just stuff. I mean, that's what puppies do, but like, it also likes tearing up. And I guess it's a poodle thing from what I heard. It likes tearing up Kleenexes, toilet paper, stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe because it just doesn't like other things that are soft or something. Just jealous of them. I don't know. Something was up. And might have to move over here. There we go. Yeah, the thing about it was like it didn't last long with his destructive behavior, because we had to kind of reinforce his his habits to like not do reinforce. I mean, not reinforce. You know, the opposite of reinforce. Yeah. And so he kind of quit. And the other dog, on the other hand, never did any of that. So maybe it's just a selective thing they do? I don't know. The other one, like, was more on lines of liking to nip you for fun. Like, used to pull on our other dog's ears and make it yelp when it was a puppy. Wanted to play with the older dog and stuff all the time, and the older dog doesn't do as much of it at that point. In the later years, we didn't teach her or anything. She just learned it on her own, which was like she was catching mice in the house, catching them and killing them like a cat. And because like whenever we say the word mouse or something, she's like alert, and then she's gonna look around for it. So you get this poodle Bichon mix, this tiny little dog thing, hunting out mice. I mean, granted, like poodles used to be like big hunting dogs back in the day, because they're real smart and stuff, and their fur is like buoyant, so they can get in water and stuff easily. I don't know, something like that. And anyway, she just looks around for the mouse, and almost every time she finds a mouse. I mean, we're not saying like every few seconds. I mean, it's not an infested house or anything, but had occasional mouse here and there. And yeah, she kills the mouse, and she just kind of brings it to us or whatever. Which I found that pretty hilarious. And then as we moved, she was doing a little bit of it still. Not as much, but which is funny because it was around this time when she first started doing that. We also got a cat. The funny thing about the cat was like the cat just didn't bother like hunting mice like at all. Just the opposite. Either it didn't have a clue or just wasn't interested. I mean, granted, that cat just like mostly loafed around and ate and turned into like this big fat cat, which it kind of still is to this day. Um, I guess later on in the years, it finally learned how to hunt mice. Which I guess kudos to that cat now. But at this point, the cat's kind of fat, and I don't think it's going to be interested in a mouse unless it's starving or something. The cat's well fed. Sometimes a little too well fed. Sometimes he likes to get into the dog food. Eat that too. Or he'll go up to like separate people, and pretend like it wasn't fed, even though it was just fed like a few minutes ago. That's why I always had to like ask, people around the place. It's like, has cat been fed yet? It's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna feed it. Sucker's trying to like, beg for food. Thing too is like the cat would also like butter you up for food. It's like, hey, giving you affection and stuff. And then when you get up to go to the other room when there's cat food in this container or something, it would obviously start taking off to where that food is going to be. Like he knows where the food's at, but can't reach it because we had to put it up high too. Because the cat. And we just take off into the other room after you get up off the floor petting the cat or something and just purring and everything. And after you feed him, like he just like goes off wherever else. Occasionally, like he would like be affectionate and don't want food, but that's a little bit rarer than say the affection part. He's been getting more affection over the years though, like a little bit more with like not strictly for buttering you up. See how this goes. Doesn't do much with our range, but that's fine. The cat went missing last year in January. I remembered. My sister was telling me about it. Couldn't find that cat. She's telling me about it. It's like, yeah, the cat was spooked because of these workers or something coming to the place. And didn't come back. And the cat had a tendency of just like escaping, want to go outside and stuff. This has happened a few times. And my sister would try to blame me that I purposely like let it loose. And no, that's not the case. The cat's sneaky and smart too if it wants to be. And he would what he'd do would when we were at the house, like he'd sneak through the window because it had like a hole in the screen, and I guess just end up to the roof edge or something and find a way down. Was one of the ways. Okay, we'll take this and we'll take this. Um, yeah, like, and I had to show my sister too. Is like this is how it's escaping. And another thing too is like we had this door in this room the cat was in, and like there was this thing at the bottom of the door. That's like this metal thing to kind of keep the cold air and stuff out, and kind of keep the warm air in, or something. And because it was bent at such an angle, like the cat's able to kind of like paw at that until it just opens the door because it can't latch fully too either. And so I just kept doing that, and that's how it escaped. Another time. Also, we got a good item here. Another good item. So we got Death's Touch, and we got the other one. That's pretty good. But yeah, it was just the cat wants to escape. And there's this one time, like my sister was gone for a trip, and anyways, she left the cat and the dogs behind for us to kind of take care of for a few days. And the cat just vanished. And I don't know how it snuck it out of that house, but it did. And so she came back. It's like, where's the cat? It's like, I don't know what happened to the cat. And so she makes this assumption that we let it loose again. It's like, no. Did you see what happened the number of times it escaped? And funny thing, like, looked all over the place for that stupid cat. And eventually, middle of the night, I was talking with my brother, and I was like, where's that cat? You know, trying to figure it out. And we heard something, and it came, and where do you know, the cat just came out of nowhere, out of the yard. My brother and I was just like surprised because the cat was gone for a few days. It was real skinny and stuff, and so it's lost a lot of its chunker status, and yeah, I found him. It's like, jeez. So we got him in. We got him some water, gave him some food and stuff, and pets. But yeah, that was that. I mean, the cat tried to escape a number of times too. It wants to go outside and just do whatever the heck it wants to do. And and then it happened a couple other times too after we moved. And I guess it would just come back or something. And I guess my sister was like thinking, oh, he'll come back or stuff like that. Like nothing's going to happen to him. So here comes up, in January last year. Because the cat was spooked, she thought, oh, it's spooked. It went outside. Like, it'd come back. But those days went on and on and on. And days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months. And before I know it, like, cat wasn't back. And so then she was looking for the cat for a while, just could not find it. She had like wandered stuff, like posted some stuff on social media about like her cat missing. Talk about missing the cat, but then the thing was like she also didn't like the cat either. So just a love-hate relationship with the cat. But she kept it because of the boyfriend, and then she kind of like grown more attached to it somewhat over the years. So anyways, It wasn't until a few months later we she got a call from someone at the pound saying they recognized the markings on the cat, and they had it there, possibly. So, um, so I guess the story was they found the cat 20 miles away, walking alongside of some country road, and I guess the sheriff picked it up. I'm like first off, how did it end up in town? You know, 10 miles away. You know, it's like a 20-minute drive. Well, no, it was 20. No, it was 20 minutes away, not 10 miles away. Whatever. It's roughly. Well, no, it's not. I'm just doing the math here now. Oh, that's not a good hole either. Actually, if we're careful here. Actually, you know what? We just go out of here. There we go. But, yeah, they found the cat. And as you can imagine, the cat was, like, starving. Very thin. Had to get some of its, you know, shots updated and everything, obviously. And, they had the cat since. And, I think it hasn't ran off yet. But it has this urge to just keep going back outside for some reason. Like, it's not wanting to go out there to, you know, poop and pee like a dog or anything. Because it has a lot of bucks to do that. And it knows at this point to do that. But I guess it's just more of an animal instinct to just go out and just do whatever for fun. So they've been keeping more of an eye on the cat now, ever since that happened. I think they're thinking twice now not to let that cat out by any means. This room's interesting. Ooh, okay. Good thing we got the speed. And then they have a lot of animals too, I guess. It's like a circus in there. Then after the cat, they got a snake. You're like wondering, oh, snake? Yeah, snake. Like, nothing poisonous. It was a garden snake, garter, something like that, snake. And, yeah, and then they lost that. Like, for good. Like, I think it probably slithered off somewhere. I don't know how they lose a snake. I think it's for the best the snake's gone. Because, like, there was a thing with it was, like, you know, they're feeding it mice. Because it's obviously a carnivore, not a vegetarian. And as it got bigger, of course, they had to give it bigger meals. So, in the process, they had to get some rats. And these rats are usually, well, I mean, they're cheap-ish, but like as the thing's getting bigger and bigger, of course, it's gonna cost more money to like feed that animal. And it's not really a cuddly animal, so to speak, a snake. It's cold-blooded and they have no soul. They just slither. They're all full of instinct. At least with a dog, they're more sociable and they're warm-blooded. Snake, they don't care if you're alive or dead. They'll eat you. If they want to eat you. If they can eat you. they'll attempt to eat you. But yeah, the snake disappeared, and before it disappeared, like she had a rat, and I guess somehow the snake didn't want the rat. I guess she said something about like, oh well, if the snake is, well, I'm gonna have to concentrate here for a second. If the snake is with the rat for too long, then it's gonna be friends. I don't know how accurate that really is. I mean, I have some doubts. I'm a little sus. Oh, oh man, we were just close to getting like obliterated from that. Okay, we're gonna have to take it for him. Yeah. We switched just in time. And because of that, the snake can't eat the rat, and they can't leave them together because the rat's probably going to betray the the snake's trust and just eat him. And so they had that, and then a couple of mice that they couldn't eat either. And it just kind of complicated things. So now my sister had like a couple of mice and a rat, or one mouse and a rat, something like that. And well, I guess that's something. I didn't mean to use that. Got to be careful with these rooms here. Balls is here. Let's hold on to that. Maybe. We'll pop this. Slap these around. Be very careful. Dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay, good. Now we just go over here and we can be able to blast him if we're careful. Didn't line him up too well, but oh no, oh no. Come on, switch, 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 switch. Okay, we died. No, I was gonna finish my thought with that. So like, anyways, so we had issues with like the rat and eating one of the mice too, because it wasn't properly fed. And then after that, like we had like they got a dog to her, so they got like a third dog. And now it's just like a couple of rats and no snake, cat, 3 dogs, and whatever else. So thanks for watching my video. We almost made it to the end. I just forgot the laser beams. We got pretty close. So like and subscribe, and I see you guys next time.